Yo, DramaLoop fam. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the hottest news hitting the reality TV universe. First up, we've got Rinna spilling the tea on playing the notorious Kenda Licari in a film about a truly shocking catfish case. She's opening up about how incredibly difficult it was to find any empathy for the character she portrayed, and trust us, you'll want to hear her insights on this complex role. Next, we're jetting off to the high seas for a recap of the Real Housewives of Miami. The ladies are cruising, but are they really cruising for a bruisin'? We're breaking down all the drama, the makeups, and the lingering tensions as they navigate their relationships aboard the ship. Get ready for a deep dive into who's really stirring the pot and who's trying to keep the peace. Hold up, because RHOSLC's Mary Cosby is back in the headlines, and this time it's serious. Her son, Robert Jr., has reportedly been arrested for assault and trespassing at his father-in-law's home. We're getting into the details of this unfolding legal situation and what it means for Mary Cosby and the rest of the cast. And finally, we're heading to Orange County for the Real Housewives of Orange County recap. From Cybertrucks to controversial guests, this episode is packed with moments that have fans buzzing. We'll dissect the drama, the alliances, and the epic showdowns that are defining this season. Don't go anywhere. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to DramaLoop for all your reality TV needs, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Rinna unpacks the dark side of playing a notorious catfish. Ever wonder what it's like to step into the shoes of someone who orchestrated a shocking catfish scheme? Rinna is giving us an inside look at playing Kenda Licari in a film based on the harrowing true story of a mother who cyberbullied her own daughter. This Netflix-documented case has captivated the public, and Rinna herself found the role incredibly challenging. In a candid interview with Parade, Rinna confessed, "It was challenging. I was certainly scared of it, and I thought that means I need to do it." It was quite a challenge to find the empathy in this woman, because as a mother myself, of course, I can't imagine ever doing something like that. She elaborated on the internal struggle to understand the motivations behind such extreme actions, exploring the fear of losing a child and the desperate need for control. This deep dive into the psyche of Kenda Licari made for a compelling, albeit difficult, acting experience for Rinna. Speaking with people, Rinna revealed that her interest in playing someone really crazy led her to this project. She recalled a conversation with Lifetime executives shortly after leaving the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where she expressed a desire to portray a murderer or someone truly unhinged. The opportunity to embody Kenda Licari, a character born from a real-life scandal, perfectly fit her acting aspirations, even though the subject matter was dark and disturbing. The public reaction to Rinna's portrayal and her honest reflections on the role has been intense, with many viewers expressing shock and fascination with the Kenda Licari case itself. Social media is abuzz with discussions about the ethical complexities of playing such a character and the psychological toll it might take on the actress. Can you handle the emotional toll of playing such a dark character? We're about to dive into a cruise that's anything but smooth sailing. Get ready for the latest recap from the Real Housewives of Miami. The Real Housewives of Miami. Ship happens when the drama hits the high seas. Prepare for a dose of sun, sea, and simmering tensions as the Real Housewives of Miami set sail on a cruise that proves even paradise can't escape conflict. While some ladies are trying to make peace, old wounds and new dramas threaten to sink their vacation. Things kick off with an 80s-themed workout class, where the fashion is as loud as the decade itself, and conversations drift to past grievances. Alexia tries to mediate between Lisa and Larsa, urging them to move past their issues, but as Alexia points out, their mutual narcissism makes admitting fault a monumental task. Meanwhile, Lisa and Larsa attempt a ceasefire over drinks, but the ghost of paparazzi accusations involving Marcus looms large, leading to another round of their seemingly endless feud. Miraculously, they hug it out, promising to let go of past hurts, a moment of détente celebrated with a toast on the aptly named Blushing Harlot. As the ladies indulge in spa treatments, Stephanie finally gets a chance to air her grievances to Alexia about feeling ostracized in Seville. She explains that her anger stemmed from believing Alexia and Marisol were her true friends, only to later hear they found her bossy and didn't want to join her plane. Alexia confirms the bossy assessment, but clarifies that Marisol was the one with reservations, often being the instigator behind their group's dynamics. The revelation that Marisol's discontent was fueled by Stephanie's enjoyable lunch with Adriana adds another layer to the intricate web of their friendships, highlighting a feud that stretches back to the show's early days. Adriana, meanwhile, spends much of the trip in a state of quiet resentment, seemingly unhappy despite her blessings. The controversial birthday cake, bearing a cryptic 32x25 inscription, sparks confusion and humiliation, with Gertie eventually scrubbing off the offending numbers. Later, back in Miami, Gertie reflects on her past trauma in therapy, while a tense dinner between Alexia, Frankie, Steve, and Marisol reveals Marisol's peculiar habit of not eating, subtly noted by the editors. Alexia's desire to reconcile with Todd is met with disapproval from Marisol, who believes Steve's reluctance to reconnect with Todd stems from his poor treatment of Alexia, hinting at Marisol's manipulative tendencies. The episode culminates with Stephanie confronting Adriana about Marisol's alleged habit of subtly stirring the pot. Stephanie vows to retaliate if Marisol targets her, a sentiment that seems to echo through the heavens, perhaps even reaching the spirit of Mama Elsa. The drama, it seems, is far from over. But can these housewives ever truly escape their drama? We're shifting gears to a different kind of scandal that's shaking up another franchise. Get ready for some serious legal trouble involving a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star. RHOSLC's Mary Cosby's son Robert Jr., arrested amidst ongoing family turmoil. Trouble seems to follow the Cosby family, as Mary Cosby's son, Robert Jr., is now reportedly facing legal charges. This latest development adds another layer of drama to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star's already tumultuous life. Sources indicate that Robert Jr. has been arrested on charges of assault and trespassing. The incident allegedly took place at his father-in-law's home, bringing the family's ongoing disputes into the public spotlight once again. Details surrounding the altercation are still emerging, but the arrest marks a significant escalation in the family's already strained relationships. This news comes as Mary Cosby herself has been navigating her own challenges, both on and off screen. Fans have been closely watching her journey on RHOSLC, and this latest legal issue involving her son is sure to intensify scrutiny and speculation about the family's dynamics. The arrest of Robert Jr. has sent ripples through the reality TV community, with fans eager for more information and speculating on how this will impact Mary Cosby and the upcoming season of the show. The situation highlights the real-life consequences that can arise from intense family conflicts, often played out in the public eye. From legal battles to cruise ship conflicts, we've seen a lot of drama, but the chaos isn't over yet. We're heading to the OC for a recap that's filled with questionable choices and epic confrontations. The Real Housewives of Orange County, Cybertrucks, sleepovers, and unresolved grudges. This week on The Real Housewives of Orange County, the ladies are navigating a landscape of peculiar choices, strategic alliances, and simmering resentments, proving that even a luxury cruise can't escape the drama. The episode opens with a stark contrast between Ryan Bayagian, the quintessential Cybertruck owner whose tits-on-a-stick connoisseurship is noted by Tamra, and Heather Dubrow, who seemingly embodies the opposite end of the spectrum. While Ryan is busy washing his futuristic vehicle, Heather is making waves by recording a podcast with Dylan Mulvaney, a move that unexpectedly ignites controversy among certain fans, particularly those who might also own Cybertrucks. Heather expresses her desire to use her platform for advocacy, though the sheer reach of Mulvaney's social media presence suggests she might be the one receiving the favor. Heather extends invitations for an opulent sleepover at her Beverly Hills penthouse to Emily and Gretchen, setting the stage for a weekend of shopping and dining. This exclusive gathering stands in contrast to Tamra's own trip to Temecula, a far too inland excursion aimed at fostering deeper connections with Jen and Shannon, with Gina acting as a potential moderator. The absence of Katie from both events is noted, with speculation arising that her lack of appearance might affect her paycheck, leaving fans questioning the reasons behind her conspicuous absence. During their rodeo drive encounter, a paparazzo named Sheen claims Heather did not orchestrate the paparazzi attention, a statement met with skepticism from many viewers. The conversation then shifts to Heather's relationship with Tamra, with Emily and others believing Heather fears her. Heather maintains her composure, highlighting her past willingness to confront Tamra directly, suggesting her calm demeanor is more about managing Tamra than succumbing to fear. The episode contrasts Heather's seemingly secure position with Jen's precarious financial situation, underscoring the different stakes involved for each cast member. Meanwhile, Tamra's trip is dominated by discussions about her behavior, particularly the controversial fatty photo incident. Jen questions Tamra's motives, while Tamra defends her actions as a means of illustrating personal change. Jen, however, perceives Tamra's actions as stemming from insecurity and a desire to hurt others, a sentiment echoed by Shannon, who accuses Tamra of going lower than anyone else in the group. Tamra's repeated apologies fail to resonate, as the other women demand genuine maturation and penance for her past misdeeds. When Shannon confronts Tamra about past comments, Tamra doubles down, even implicating Gina by expressing concern about Shannon's drinking, effectively extinguishing any hope of reconciliation. From cryptic cakes to unrepentant apologies, this season is serving up unforgettable moments. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling? We'll give you a lightning round recap of all the top stories and tell you exactly how to stay connected with us. All right, DramaLoop viewers, that's a wrap on another explosive episode. We saw Rinna dive deep into the mind of Kenda Licari. The Real Housewives of Miami navigated choppy waters on their cruise, marry Cosby's son Robert Jr. Faced legal trouble, and the Real Housewives of Orange County dealt with major fallout from Tamra's antics. Don't forget to hit that like button if you loved this recap, subscribe to DramaLoop for all your reality TV updates, and ring that notification bell so you're always the first to know. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more behind-the-scenes content and exclusive discussions. We'll see you in the next video.